Welcome to AGORACOM, the Small Cap Epicenter and AGORACOM TV, a daily, fast-paced, edgy show bringing the best press releases out of the small cap world every morning at the open so you can hopefully profit from them and maybe find your next great small cap investment. Now, it's Wednesday, September the 10th. I've got 5 great press releases for you and 5 stock calls for you, all from both sides of the border. So let's get straight to it. First up, we're going to go with Diversinet, trades both on the venture and the OTC. On the venture, stock symbol DIV. On the venture, DVNTF. Big news here. They signed a 5-year, $40 million license and revenue sharing agreement with All One Mobile Corporation. I went and took a look at All One because sometimes I'm sketchy about these kind of licensing and revenue agreements. Make sure they're real. All One Mobile is a subsidiary of All One Health Solutions. Big company, a lot of employees, 45 countries around the world. So this is a real deal here. This deal is to license certain software and to share revenues from the secure mobile access to personal health records and information. It's a 5-year agreement. Diversinet will receive up to $39.5 million as a minimum commitment from All One. In addition, they just did about $500,000 of work for them. That takes up to $40 million. Who is Diversinet? They're a leading provider of secure applications for platforms for the mobile world. And what I like about this, it's healthcare 2.0. We've seen medical records going digital. Now we see medical records go mobile. Makes sense, so I like this deal. Diversinet closed yesterday at 68 cents. That's a little above their mid-range trading range for 52 weeks, where they had a high of 89 and a low of 25 cents. Sticking with the OTC, Bowlin Travel Centers trades over there under BWTL. They're reporting first quarter results. Revenue, $6.57 million. That's a decrease of 1.5% over the same period last year. We'll talk about that. They also had a small net loss, very small net loss of $96,000. I don't mind that when you see these kind of revenues. That too is a bit of a turnaround. They had an $8,000 profit for this quarter last year. Why? I've got a quote here from Michael Bowlin, chairman and president of the company, who says, decreased traffic on the highways as a result of higher fuel costs has impacted our retail merchandise and food sales. The nation continues to experience a general slowing of economic strength created by the rising cost of fuel. How does this impact the company? What do? They're full-service travel. They provide and operate full-service travel centers and restaurants that offer brand-name food and gasoline along, looks like somewhere in the New Mexico and Arizona area. They closed yesterday at $1. That's off their 52-week high of $2.10. Now, what should impact them positively is the fact that last quarter you probably had oil price somewhere around $140, $135, and $140. We now know that oil is hovering just over $100, around $104. So that may help Bowlin's revenue for the next quarter. But nonetheless, good numbers, not a bad loss number. So take a close look at them. Over the TSX Venture Exchange, Active Control Technology trades there under the stock symbol ACPI. I like this news. They announced the first U.S. federal regulatory approval of their Active Mine. That's a wireless communications and locating system for mines. There were reported about Active Control Technology in the past. They had some good client announcements. This one here is talking about the U.S. Mine Safety and Health Administration has approved Active Mine's RFID tags as intrinsically safe. That's really important because the RFID tags are a key component of a system that enables accurate and real-time tracking of people and assets, as well as two-way messaging capability. And we've all seen on TV sometimes when miners get trapped, this kind of technology is critical, so this is good news for them. Steve Barrett, president and CEO of the company, had this to say: today, ActiveMine has completed a major milestone to full U.S. regulatory approval. Mine operators now have another solid reason to place ActiveMine at the top of their list for communications and tracking systems. Good news for them. They closed yesterday at 17.5 cents. Switching over to some resources news, we've got Metalex Ventures, WSR Gold, and Arctic Star Resources, all trading on the Venture Exchange. You'll see the symbols later on underneath me here. This is a joint venture project along the Ring of Fire, which obviously is a really big hot spot in Northern Ontario. You've got Probe Mines, Noront Resources, Free West, a whole bunch of big companies that are up there right now doing some good things. Here are the highlights. Hole 0106, 102 meters, averaging 6.5% zinc, 0.44% copper, 0.19% lead, and 3 grams per ton of silver. Hole 0114, 37 meters of 6% zinc, 0.34% copper, 0.05% lead, and 6 grams per ton of silver. So they have some good numbers there. Metalex last close at 20 cents, WSR 35.5 cents, Arctic Star 8.5 cents. We know this space has absolutely been obliterated as of late. Nonetheless, quality is going to separate itself. I think the biggest problem here has been way too much supply of resource companies that don't have good fundamentals. This joint venture here is up in the ring of fire. Great results, so one to keep a lookout for. And finally, Galena Capital trades on the venture under FYI. They announced that they confirmed the results. They've confirmed the results of exploration work that was completed on their Maureen property. This is 9 drill holes over 2,000 meters. Not a huge program, but I like the results. Specifically, hole 0807 returned 17.51 grams per ton of gold and 342 grams per ton of silver over 9 meters, including in that hole 125 grams per ton of gold, 2,175 grams per ton of silver over 1 meter. That's a really big number. Great initial results. That's echoed here by Danson Tolman, Vice President of Exploration, who said, "We regard these results as the starting point of the work we intend to carry out at Maureen. The favorable results warrant follow-up drilling to assess their ultimate potential." Nice numbers there. Something to keep a look at. Probably something you don't want to jump in just yet. But with those kind of numbers, you want to wait and see when the next results come out. Put them on your watch list. They closed yesterday at 50 cents. Let's go on to stock calls here. A lot of them. Alder Resources halted this morning at the company's request pending news. Red Hawk Resources, got some friends over there. RDK on the venture, they were halted at the request of the company pending news. Fan Camp trades on the venture. FNC, pending news. Crown Point Ventures, CWV on the venture, pending news. Goldbard Capital, that looks like a capital pool corporation. They may be announcing the qualifying transaction. Watch for that. Halted pending news. And finally, eShippers Management trades under EPX on the venture, also halted pending news. A lot of stock halts. Make sure you take a look at those stock symbols and see what they come out with. Otherwise, great news day. 5 press releases, 5 stock halts for you. As always, if you're looking for more great small cap companies, don't forget about the AGORACOM marketplace. Over 85 companies listed by industry and exchange with great summary descriptions so you can quickly find the one that best suits your portfolio. That's a wrap. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.